Hey, what is up, YouTube? What is up, Christian Intelligent family? So we have a video by Cameron on YouTube. So basically, the title of the video is "Public Interviews Must Be Stopped." Let's get straight to the video. Okay.
Views must be stopped. Like, I feel like ever since the doors from lockdown opened back up, these public interviews have come back in full force. I've seen nothing but public interviews on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, everything. Every time I open up a social media platform, I always see somebody with a mic walking up to somebody and shoving a mic down somebody's throat. It's honestly insane. 5 years ago, public interviews were actually pretty big. You know, it started off pretty innocent with YouTubers like Smooth Geo basically going around his school and asking people trick questions. And then from there, it just went to people asking freaky questions. I don't know where this like jump came from, where people went from asking
Yeah,
trick.
anything in black culture is just gonna turn freaky, man. Freaky. Hey, have you ever done this thing freaky? Have you ever been freaky with your parents? Like, bro, it's my parents. How am I freaky with my parents, bro? That's incest, bro. Come on. Oh, man.
Questions to freaky questions, but it just happened. And this actually went on for a few years until the pandemic hit. Once the pandemic hit, you know, everyone was inside, nobody was really outside, and like, how are you gonna do a public interview inside your crib, you know? So yeah, public interviews really died down. But like I said, now since everything's opened back up and everyone's pretty much back outside, you know, pandemic has been over for a fat minute, public interviews are back and bigger than ever. And instead of it being in a longer form format, there are like public interviews in long form format still, but they've gotten pretty popular in a short form format. Now don't get me wrong, there are some pretty funny public interviews out there. Like, one of my favorites right now are the public interviews where like the guys are kind of mean to the other person, but it always ends up being funny. Here's an example.
The question is, what's one of your biggest achievements you earned in life?
One of my biggest achievements, I would say, was I was working in the manufacturing.
Boring.
Fuck y'all niggas.
Like, even though that was kind of messed up, you know, the man was literally about to pour his heart out. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. Like, let's be real. Another type of public interview that I like are the ones where they'll like go up to somebody and they'll ask, if you could give your younger self advice, what would it be? And usually that other person that they're talking to always gives like the biggest wave of motivation ever.
And if you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self when you were starting from zero, what's the best advice that you would give to your younger self?
The best advice I heard was the world becomes a better place when a man plants seeds for the future generations for shade that he will never enjoy.
Like, those are pretty good. And then you also got the public interviews where they're like, yo, what do you do for a living? I feel like everyone's seen one of those videos, you know?
What do you do for a living? Okay.
But when I tell you these public interviews are starting to get out of hand, bro, tell me why. I'm at the gym the other day and
She does OnlyFans, bro. Like, that's why she didn't want to answer that. That's why she rolled the windows back up.
no, getting in a quick workout, just running on the treadmill. I look up and I see on the TV screen, there's this commercial in a public interview format.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 Netflix accounts over like 3 years.
That's like $1,400,000. How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
Like, if you don't get this fake ass commercial on with these Mr. Beast edits out of here, like, bruh, that is a paid actor. That is not no civilian on the street that you just went up and interviewed. Like, bro, the acting is literally worse than the.
And plus, who the hell has 2 Netflix subscriptions? Like, what the heck? You don't see that on your credit card bill?
Acting on the Black and Orange website.
And plus, bro, you're not that rich, so you can't see 2 Netflix bills. It's like $25 each. That's like $50. I'm bugging. That's like $50 right there. You don't see $50 getting out of your account every freaking month. That's a phone bill.
Like, bro, like, these people got to get on. Look, I don't know who created this commercial, you know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, your target audience does not want these fat ass letter edits on a commercial. Look, I'm gonna be real. TV is for older people, you know. I don't really see a lot of people, or at least a lot of the youth, watching TV as much as they used to, you know. Growing up, I used to watch a lot of TV and also YouTube,
PBS
but I can
Kids.
only imagine that kids are only really watching YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Netflix,
Instagram.
Disney Plus nowadays. And when I imagine somebody watching TV, it's usually an older person, like a grandma or something. Bro, no random grandma is gonna buy Rocket Money because they seen that they threw some Mr. Beast edits in their commercial. I promise you, not even a toddler would purchase this if they could. You know those memes of like those undercover police officers trying to fit in? That's kind of what this commercial feels. Those memes in their commercial. I promise you, not even a toddler would purchase this if they could. You know those memes?
Who the hell took out the jukebox, bro? Everybody got AirPods. Everybody got AirPods. Brother, what the fuck? I just always choked on this. Oh, this hells. The big Jordan red tee with a huge logo, with ones with red socks, with a hat, with a huge G-Shock watch, with a poop out. It's like the 90s, bro. We 2024. You gotta wear the ski mask. At least you can wear the ski mask, you can fit in. If he took the hat off and put on a ski mask, he could probably blend in. He could blend in. Maybe get rid of the jukebox. Because, like, who the hell carries the jukebox? Everybody carries, like, a JBL, like a Beats. Come on, who the hell carries it all Bose or something like that?
Of like those undercover police officers trying to fit in. That's kind of what this commercial feels like, bro. Like, it feels like a terrible attempt to fit in with the youth. It's honestly atrocious. But if you thought that was bad, bro, it gets even worse. Because the other day, I was actually scrolling through Twitter, you know, getting in my daily scroll, and I saw this public interview pop up, you know? I was like, oh shoot, a public interview. Let me watch it, you know? Public interviews are pretty eye-catching. Tell me why this was a public interview of a woman asking people to stick their hands in their pants and give her a smell check. Basically, touch their balls and let her sniff it.
So I'm here with today.
The homie.
Rich homie Quan in the building. Y'all know what it is. So my question for you today is, could you stick your hands in your pants and let me smell your balls? Go ahead, stick them in your hands, let me smell them. I want to see how it smell. Because you know, niggas be stinking. Okay, it smell good, y'all. Smell check. It smell good.
Like, this ain't a Manscaped ad. Why are we going around asking people to sniff their balls in public, bro? That is actually wild. And you know what? Actually, since we're asking questions, why did this man agree to that? Like, the fact that this man actually stuck his hand in his pants, you know, rubbed his balls for like maybe a second or so, pulled his hand out, his crusty little ball hand out, and put it up against her nose, and she just...
And this same woman is gonna want to get married to a good man. If you want to do all the foolery in your 20s, make sure it's not being recorded. You made a viral video with a man putting his hands in his ball sack and putting it on your face. Ma'am, it's going to affect your dating prospects. Even if you find Jesus, even if you find Jesus Christ, a man's going to see that. I got something in my mouth, my fault. A man's going to see that. Man, I don't care if you saved by, like, Jesus came down and held a hand and said, my child, you're forgiven. No. If you let a dirty man rub his penis and stick it on your face for video clout, I know that, baby, there's no saving you, bro. There's no saving you. See you in heaven, bro. That's all I can say. I'm finding a different woman, bro. I'm finding a different woman. You is not it.
Started sniffing that like a hound, bro. That is absolutely crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie, dudes will do anything when the baddies come around. Oh, you said you wanted me to put my hand in my pants so you could sniff my balls? Anything for you, my precious little queen. Like, what are we doing, bro? What has society even come to, dog? Can we also talk about what is this woman even wearing? This woman got on like 37 belts as a skirt. Don't get me wrong, A for creativity, but what the F even is that, bro? This is also blurred out, so you can't really see it, but she has like a belt on as a bra, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I legit don't know what's worse, the question in this video or this woman's fit. I'm gonna definitely go with the question if I'm being real. Asking people to sniff their balls in public, that's kind of crazy. Another style of public interview that I think is pretty cringe are those obviously fake public interviews, like this one right here.
So how does it feel to have a sister that has an OF?
My friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that. Nani? Do you know?
Jesus Christ. Click the link in my bio. I can't.
Like, this content is edited for a child, but this woman's over here trying to promote her OnlyFans, which I think is just kind of weird. And why did this woman even have to drag her brother into this? Like, why are you over here asking your little brother if it's pink, bruh? I just know that this man be getting the meanest swirlies when he goes to school, all because of this. For y'all that don't know, this is actually the girl from the Mr. Beast Squid Game video. She was 067, and basically, after the Mr. Beast Squid Game vid, she basically started an OnlyFans.
I was running out of ideas. I'm just gonna start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's now over here pimping her little brother for the OnlyFans subs. Like, it's pretty crazy. And if you thought that that one was bad, here's another obviously fake public interview that's pretty cringe.
Neck shots are missionary.
If you gonna look at me like that, I'm gonna lay you down and I'm gonna eat it.
All night.
I'm gonna suck it. And then once you shaking and shit, I'm gonna keep sucking it. I don't care how sensitive it is, I promise. I'm really a munch for real.
Can I find out?
This is the single most cringiest thing I've ever.
Really a munch for real.
Can I find out?
I don't care how sensitive it is. And then once you shaking and shit, I'ma keep sucking it. I don't care how sensitive it is. I promise. I'm really a munch for real.
Can I find out?
This is the single most cringiest thing I've ever seen. And brother, when I tell you, I used to watch Degrassi in high school. Not the old Degrassi, the new Degrassi. And
But you watch Degrassi, bro? Oh, nah, you lame, bro. Nah, bro. I'm already you freaking lame, bro. You used to watch Cameron. You a freaking lame, bro. You used to watch Degrassi. Come on, bro. I never watched Degrassi, even with the one with Drake in it. Maybe I have, but I just don't remember. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I have. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
this is more cringe than that. My guy is over here faking the corpse husband voice pack.
If you gonna look at me like that, I'ma lay you down and I'ma eat it.
I like eating things. I like eating food.
My guy is over here trying to deepen his voice like, yo, shawty, I'ma eat it. Like, bro, get on somewhere. My guy sounds like he has morning breath in the afternoon.
There's herpes in that cooter bear, man. So, hey, if you're gonna eat it, bro, strap up, bro. That's all I gotta say to you. Strap up.
Like, I just know that this man's breath is hot. And why is this man flicking his tongue out back and forth like he's some sort of Pokemon? That is absolutely disgusting. What do people expect when they post something like this? Like, do they expect everyone to go like, oh my gosh, they're so freaky, oh my gosh? You can just tell it's fake because there's no way that this public interview just started with both of them chest to chest, just talking freaky deaky to each other, bro. Like, what is this, dog? For the people out there that think like this video is real, go try this. Actually, I was gonna say go try this in public. But at the same time, if you do, you might like run off with a sexual assault charge or something.
Freaking register.
Do not try this, dog. Do not try this. What's funny is there's actually a parody of this where instead of asking back shots or missionary, they ask back shots or a good career.
Back shots or a good career? I will pass on the back shots. I want to focus on myself. I strive for a well-organized schedule that balances work and personal life, allowing me to focus on my career goals while maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
And I don't know why this one is just super funny because this man is like flicking his tongue back and forth, yet he's talking about having a well-balanced schedule. But since we're talking about public interviews though, I feel like I should bring this up. There's actually this trend going on right now where people will go up in the street and ask women if they'd rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear.
Right. Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary.
With a bear. What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear.
I'm not gonna lie, these answers are pretty baffling. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some creepy, weird dudes out there in the world, you know? Some creepy, odd dudes. But I guarantee these women would never genuinely want to be alone in a forest with a literal bear. Like, you are not Khabib. You are not fending yourself off from that bear. No man is gonna do nearly as much damage as what that bear could possibly do to you. Like, they out here acting like they said, would you rather be stuck in a forest with Jeffrey Dahmer and R. Kelly or a bear? Like, bro, they just said
freaking Diddy, bro. Like, what the freak? Dude, this shit said, would you rather be stuck in a forest with Diddy or a bear? And a lot of women gonna choose Diddy because he got money, bro. Let's be honest. 90% of women can be bought. Okay?
Man, like, I don't know. I just found this kind of weird. Like, nobody said you were gonna be in a forest with freaking Genghis Khan, dog. Like, I don't know. I just found the answers to that question really dumb. Like, do you see the size of these bears? Don't get me wrong. Like, bears do look pretty cute and cuddly, you know? When you see a bear, you just think of, like, one giant dog. But I promise you, bears do damage. Bears are some of the scariest creatures out there. One-on-one with a bear is an absolute death sentence. I promise you. But yeah, that's just, like, my 2 cents on public interviews. I don't know. I just felt like talking about public interviews in this video. I thought it would be pretty funny. Don't get me wrong, there are some good public interviews out there, like I said earlier, but at the same time, why are we sniffing people's balls in public? That is just absolutely.
That woman needs to freak. I don't want to even talk. Like, if you guys like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace. I go subscribe to is it Cameron or something like that? Yeah, I go subscribe to Cameron. Peace.